Conventional wisdom says you figure out what the market will pay, set your retail price, run some ads, and pocket the margin. That advice works perfectly right up until your product catches fire and someone else wants to sell it for you. You open your inbox to an email from a real retail shop. They love the product. They want to carry it. Then you get to the bottom line and they are asking for 50% off. Suddenly, you're sitting there at 11 o'clock at night with a spreadsheet open, trying to figure out if you can afford to be excited. Saying yes to that kind of growth means giving away the margin you rely on to survive. The math breaks because of a structural oversight. You built your price assuming the only customer you would ever have is the person checking out on your website. The day you get that email is the day you realize your retail price was never entirely yours to keep. The standard direct-to-consumer math becomes a trap the second you try to scale. Look at the three buyers who come for every successful product, the three-tier purchase stack. The top layer, Tier 1, the direct-to-consumer, buys at full retail. It feels like pure margin, but you paid to find them. Acquisition cost is the hidden discount. Nobody buys from you for free. Direct-to-consumer sales always cost money to secure, and that acquisition spend is a paid job taking a bite from your margin. Eventually, acquiring a direct customer hits a ceiling. To keep growing, your product has to move off the internet and onto physical retail shelves. That brings us to Tier 2, dealers. When a retailer asks for half off your price, the instinct is to treat it as a massive financial loss. But you are actually paying them to do a job. That 50% discount is rent. It pays for their physical shelf space, their established customer list, and 30 years of trust they built with the local community. You are trading half of your retail price for instant distribution that would cost 10 times as much to build yourself. The next phase of growth creates a new bottleneck. You quickly outgrow your ability to pack, tape, and ship individual boxes to hundreds of independent stores. Below dealers sits Tier 3, distributors. They require a price well below the standard 50% discount. In exchange, distributors buy pallets instead of pieces. They take over warehousing, carry logistics, and open doors to massive regional networks you couldn't access alone. Below the distributors is a basement level for international sales. That channel has its own logistical headaches and completely separate math that we evaluate independently. And before you ask, Amazon does not belong anywhere in this stack. Confusing Amazon with your direct-to-consumer channel is a mistake that erodes profit margins across every other tier. It's a trap we'll address on its own. The deeper discounts you give at the distributor level are strategic buy-ups. You are trading margin per unit to offload your logistical overhead and move volume you could never handle alone. The easiest way to picture the system is to look at your retail price tag as a single shared paycheck. 4 distinct parties have to survive off that one check. You, the consumer ad machinery, your dealers, and your distributors. If you budget your operations assuming that entire paycheck belongs to you, someone in that chain starves. Eventually, the whole system collapses inward. Once you name the tiers and map what each one costs, evaluating a wholesale deal is no longer an emotional gut punch. It is simple arithmetic. To make the math work, you have to engineer your prices from your landed cost up, instead of from the retail price down. Knowing the tiers is half the job. Click the link below to grab the free Channel Math one-pager to map your stack. And then join me in the next video, where we build the 3-channel profit ladder to finalize your pricing strategy.